Yesterday, the Bun project announced that they had managed to speed up debug builds with Zig by fourfold. So let me show you this on X. So let's go ahead and click and look at the this Bun announcement here. We added parallel semantic analysis and multiple code gen units to the LLM backend on macOS and Linux. This makes debug builds of Bun compile greater than 4 times faster, improving internal development velocity. But then notice how they say we do not currently plan to upstream this, as Zig has a strict ban on LLM authored contributions. And then somebody else points out that they've also moved off of GitHub, Zig has. So this is interesting. So Bun is a runtime for TypeScript and JavaScript, which has become quite popular. I personally use it for all of my side projects. It has a number of advantages over Node.js. It is basically just a little bit easier to use. That's pretty much the top reason I use it. Node.js can be a little bit harder to set up the scaffolding and everything for your project. There's a little bit more work to do. It's also faster. Now, it's owned by Anthropic. It's an open source project that was purchased by Anthropic. Of course, Anthropic is an AI company who makes Claude Code, and I'm sure they're using Claude Code to help make Bun now. But the Zig project is one of these projects where apparently the creators of Zig, or the maintainers or whoever, really doesn't like AI, and so they're blocking anybody from creating LLM-based contributions. This is fascinating because as a senior software engineer, somebody that's been programming for my whole life, who wholeheartedly embraces the use of AI, language models, Claude Code, Codex, all these things, I'm astonished that people reject this. So this just needs to go down as like a noteworthy division, I guess we could say. Zig is an example of a good project. It's a programming language where the maintainers really do not like AI. I think this is the new Ludditism. I think this is literally what Luddites look like, people that oppose the existence of textile machines because they're afraid they're going to lose their job. They would rather burn down the textile machines than lose their job. But this is an absurd way of looking at it. If you use AI, you can become more productive and faster and better. Use it. So anyway, that's all I wanted to comment on. Is Bun plus Zig equal to Bug? I don't think so. I think that AI makes programming better and faster. I think it's making Bun better. And I think we're going to find that projects like Zig, they'll probably last for a long time, but if you're truly anti-AI and refuse to adopt this new technology, what will happen is people like me and people like Bun, we're going to be forced to fork these open source projects and make them support AI, make them support language models, because we can tell in our daily work that these tools make us more productive and faster. We want to be able to use this to continue to build on open source software. So I think we're beginning to see a divergence. The pro-AI projects and companies are going to be forced to fork some of these open source projects if they won't let us contribute LLM-generated code. There is nothing irresponsible about using language models. In fact, I would argue it's quite the opposite. Frankly, it is irresponsible in the year 2026 if you're maintaining a real project to not be using these models. The latest generation of AI tools are very good. They can write better code faster than human beings. It's not that they're free from mistakes, it's that the amount of mistakes is lower than every human being. This is extremely apparent when using these tools today in the year 2026. Okay, I think that's enough for today, so we're going to continue this in the days and weeks to come as we watch the singularity unfold before our very eyes. Thank you for listening.